The events recorded on this videotape took place at the studios of WSB-TV in Atlanta, Georgia on Sunday, the 3rd of March, 1996. Dr. Keyes received a formal invitation from the Atlanta Press Club dated January 25, 1996 to attend the nationally televised debate among presidential candidates for the Republican Party nomination. At that time, the Atlanta Press Club, boasting 550 members, was the sponsor of the event. Just prior to the debate, within several days, the sponsorship was assumed by WSB-TV, owned by Cox Communications in Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Keyes was subsequently uninvited to participate alongside his peers campaigning for the office of President of the United States of America. The video you are about to see lacks some of the technical quality that we have come to expect from the professional so-called mainstream media. However, what it lacks in technical quality is certainly compensated for in that it does offer that which the national news media will never admit to having witnessed: a direct confrontation between the two distinct processes whereby the people of the United States are presented with legitimate candidates. The first process, the democratic process, is really quite simple. Legitimate candidates are determined by simple rules and signatories on petitions among the various states. The second process, the national news media's process, has the effect of anointing certain legitimate candidates as worthy of examination by the American people. The premise of the media process appears to be that the preferences of the voters in a few states reflect the consensus of the rest of the states. Beyond that, the criteria used by the media for anointing remains unclear. One thing, however, is clear, as recorded on this video. The media, either local or national or both, did not want Dr. Alan Keyes to be presented to the American people as a candidate for the office of President of the United States of America. Unfortunately, this video does not adequately answer at least one obvious question. Why does the national news media not want you to know about Dr. Alan Keyes? It is hoped that after you view this video, you will ask yourself that question, and then go on to ask yourself the next obvious question: which process whereby the people are presented with legitimate candidates is best for our nation? The democratic process or the national news media process? WSB-TV had to ask themselves that same latter question on Sunday, March the 3rd, 1996. WSB-TV chose to give preference to the media process and trust its allies for sympathetic coverage of its decision. Officers of the law were summoned, and the candidate of the democratic process, in this case Dr. Alan Keyes, was handcuffed and shuffled away.
Turn around here. Get your hands off of me. This is a violation of my constitutional rights. This is a violation of the Constitution. This is a violation of the Constitution of the United States. Who wish to bar me from the political process. They have no right. Get out of there. They have no right. This is a violation of the Constitution of the United States. I am a candidate for President of the United States. And this is a violation of my constitutional rights. Sir, listen up. Listen up. I am don't care if I do go to jail. Martin Luther King went to jail in defense of his rights. I will go to jail in defense of mine. You have been throwing my people in jail for executing their rights for 400 years. I'm sure you'll do it again.
Let him go, you idiot! Let him go!
Participate. To take the chair that corresponds to my place on the ballot. I have qualified as a candidate in the state of Georgia and in states all over the United States. I have participated in debates up to this point, and no media outlet has the right to make a decision that the people of Georgia and the people of the United States will not hear from their candidates.
How do the police handle you?
This is a travesty.
How do the police handle you?
This is an injustice that violates the Constitution like nothing that has ever occurred before in a political process. I will not stand for it.
How did the police treat you?
My people have to be arrested in order to give me the right to participate in this process. I will be arrested if need be in order to exercise that right. I am exercising my constitutional right as a candidate for President of the United States. You have no right to bar this door. You have no right to bar this door. As a candidate for President of the United States on this ballot, you have no right to disregard my constitutional rights.
What's up? Pick him up inside.
I hope that you all will recognize, as Martin Luther King went to jail to gain my right to freedom, I go to jail in order to exercise that right. Suffered arrest in order to gain his right. I will suffer arrest in order to exercise my right.
Okay, that's what we're trying to do, but we got to get out here.
Has occurred in the history of the United States since the Civil Rights Movement began. Why are you arrested? Why are you charged? What's the charge? Participate. I am willing to go to jail in the exercise of that right. And I would ask why the Secret Service people assigned to protect presidential candidates are not doing the job of protecting my person from this abuse.
Why did you try to go in this way?
I have the right as any other president.
Don't fucking push you. Don't push me. Look out.
I was invited to participate, and a media dictator decided to disbar me from that right.
What are the charges here?
Take him down.
What did you do?
Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak.
Speak, Alan. Put the phone back up.
This is a fundamental violation of the Constitution of the United States.
Yes, sir.
Ask yourselves why this is happening to me. They have no peace-free and free.
All right, back the car up, Joe. Back it up. Now move up. Get off the car. Get off the car.
1071, go ahead.